Hi everybody, welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. I'm John Branningham. We're continuing our reign of terror through outside art, and we've done now a few sanctioned pieces of outside art, and we did a couple of Banksys. And now we're going to do some also that weren't allowed. And the discussion today could be, if you look down below, you'll see Gandhi's face, right? Okay, so this is just something somebody put on a wall. I think the conversation a little bit is to what degree is this kind of graffiti, should it be tolerated, allowed, etc., etc. The person with Banksy, okay, I hope Banksy put something on my wall at some point because, first of all, I love his or her work. Second of all, I could sell it for a whole lot of money, right? It's like, I'm going to sell that thing. This is not going to get anybody any money. And so it's just... but at the same time, it's extraordinary. It's a really fine piece of work, and you know, if Banksy wouldn't get the owner's money, is it then still okay for him or her to put this stuff up? Was it okay for this person to put it up? Presumably on someone else's wall. The wall being kind of a public space, however, right? Because we've got all this. There's a lot of things to consider here. At what point should it be considered a crime, and at what point should it be considered art? Are those two things in opposition, right? Can a crime then be art? Obviously it can. Or maybe you disagree. Okay, so also there's subject matter to discuss. You've got the image of Gandhi looking out on a public street, especially in a not very nice neighborhood of Los Angeles, looking at the people he was trying to sort of protect and help and promote. There's lots of layers to Gandhi. Gandhi's an interesting figure, but people have been surprised lately to find that he's a human being, and that he had many flaws, including some fairly deep-seated racism. Now, do you want to discuss that in your poem? That might be interesting as well. He wanted to make an all-Indian India. That was part of his mission. He didn't want Africans to come into the area. And he was obviously worried about the British, but I think for other reasons as well. Okay, so that's. But does the fact that he's human and he has these flaws, does that negate the work that he did that was positive? Okay, so any way you want to tackle that, that's fine with me. If you would like to, this might be an interesting time to do a poem called a Dagwood. Dagwood, like the sandwich. What a Dagwood is, it's a very interesting poem form. It's difficult the first time you do it. It becomes less difficult after subsequent times. You do a stanza of however long line length you want, however many lines you want. Then you do a second stanza of exactly the same length, right? So they're exactly the same. And then the third stanza, you take the first line here, put it here, first line here, put it here, second, third. And so what you have is this alternating stanza. And it's an interesting sort of, you can make interesting statements with it. The juxtaposition alone changes the meaning of the first and second stanza. So for example, if you've got the good works of Gandhi, and then what makes it complicates them a little bit, and then you put it in the thing, you get a completely different discussion of who Gandhi was and how we should understand him in that last stanza. Okay, so anyway, you want to try that? That's fun. You don't have to. But when you're done, please put it down below, and we'll see you tomorrow. 30 Days Until Done.